The convicted killers shared the same cell at Corcoran State Prison. But on the morning of March 9, 2019, only one was still alive. Jaime Osuna, 31, had decapitated and dissected the body of his cellmate, Romero, 44, with a makeshift knife, state documents show. But after prison guards made their rounds, they reported that both men were alive, according to two new reports on California prisons from the Inspector General's office. The reports add fresh revelations and raise more questions about one of the most heinous slayings inside the California prison system. The killing has prompted investigations and a lawsuit over why Romero was in a cell with Osuna, a self-styled satanist with a history of attacking his cellmates. One of the reports also faults the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for conducting a shoddy investigation and delaying disciplinary action against the guards. Why the officers did not discover the grisly scene early is not detailed in the reports. But a lawsuit by Romero's family says the cell bars were covered by a white sheet, suggesting the guards failed to make a thorough check of the cell. The Department of Corrections disputed the findings of the reports, saying in a statement it had conducted a thorough and complete investigation from the very beginning. But the attorney for Romero's family, Justin Sterling, said the reports outline the department's veil of secrecy that obscures officer misconduct. The idea that my client had to sue in order to get basic questions answered about her son's death is disheartening, Sterling said. The guards were meant to check the cell every so often, Sterling said, and the crime would have taken hours to commit. If the guards had been doing their required checks, Romero would be alive today, he said. Romero, who had spent 27 years in prison, was put in the cell with Osuna after arriving from Mule Creek State Prison, according to the lawsuit. He was convicted of second-degree murder after fatally shooting a woman in Compton when he was a teenager and associating with gang members. He was nearing parole eligibility. His new cellmate, Osuna, was serving a life sentence for the killing and torture of Yvette Pena, 37, at a Bakersfield motel in 2011. With face tattoos and flair for Charles Manson-like satanic antics, he became a dark figure during the 2017 trial, mocking the victim's family and bragging to a television news reporter of his love of torturing people. Sometime in the early hours of March 9, 2019, Osuna methodically tortured and killed Romero, authorities said. Using a razor-style blade attached to a handle, Osuna disfigured Romero, cutting out one of his eyes, chopping off one of his fingers and removing part of his ribs and slicing out part of his lung. He ultimately cut off his head. He also posed the body, slicing Romero's face open on either side of his mouth to resemble an extended smile, according to an autopsy.